Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is going through a little bit of heartbreak, but I feel like they've reached that point where it's more about acceptance and less about asking what could have been different or what you should have said or whether or not there was a way to resolve it, and more so, you know what? I think that makes sense. You may have learned more about this person, or you may have thought a little bit more in depth about what their actions or decisions really meant for a potential future. But this is, I think, basically reading about getting over someone, letting go, realizing that there were some things that just wouldn't change or couldn't change. And maybe that's okay. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a lot. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Linnea Kia. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Carrie. What's up, Key Controller? Hello, Aqua Beauty. I hope you're having a good one too. If you're interested in a personal reading, I've got my email address for you in the description box below. We're going to start with the signs of the times. What else do we have? Hello, Kristen. How are you doing? We've got number 16, which is anchor and stability. And clouds, distractions, which is number 11. So it may have felt like this was your soulmate. It may have felt like this was somebody that you could have a long-term connection with, but you're getting to the point where you see things differently, and that maybe this was a bit of a distraction, or maybe what you didn't know about this person, you didn't really want to know, right? You were maybe too focused on what this person could potentially be or do instead of how they actually acted. Hello, Bradley. How are you? Hello, Leah. Oh, yeah, no, that would be a bit problematic. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I have good memories of you, or you were there when I was struggling. There may have been, for some of you, a trauma bond with this person. You were there for me during the pandemic, or you were there for me during a divorce or an illness. It's like this person earned points early on because they were there, but they didn't offer consistency. And with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, things changed, or there was some sense of loss that this person could have avoided. Empress in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the World in the reverse. They left some things unsaid intentionally. This was somebody who didn't really know how to move forward with you, in part because that wasn't really in their original plan when they first started to talk to you or get to know you. Hello, Shanice. Hello again, Michael. I think this person generally enjoys leaving people on a bit of a cliffhanger or leaving them on red. Maybe they like to see how people respond to certain situations or whether or not they'll chase them. They delay their responses. They like to feel like they have the power or the control in the relationship. I want to see how much you want me. I want to see whether or not you like me better than the rest. I want to see how much you're willing to work for it. They play games, basically. Knight of Wands in the reverse. This person tends to avoid romance and prefers different kind of intimacy. They tend to leave. They don't often stay long enough for someone else to cut things off first. They're the one who generally is rejecting others. And I think it would make sense if in this situation, they were also the one that did the walking away. But you may have handled that differently. You may have been a little bit unpredictable. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Yes, that's true. And I agree with you, Carrie. Well, except for like Scrabble. I do like Scrabble. And Settlers of Catan. Although I've heard people say Catan differently than I do. We have the Rider, R-I-D-E-R, which is number 1. And the Tower, number 19. What I want to say is I thought that you and I could build something together, but you seem to have the entire time been thinking about building elsewhere. Not necessarily with a like romantic rival, but this is somebody who I think basically plans for themselves. I think about where I want to move, or I think about what I want to, do for work. I think about whether or not I want to take a little vacation. But I'm not making plans with other people in mind. I make plans with me in mind. We have number 10, the Scythe, and number 26, the book, which talks about secrets or wisdom. They felt like they needed to end things before it became difficult for them to avoid emotions. And you may have made that extra difficult. They may have underestimated your ability to enchant people. Hello, Mountain Girl. Happy New Year to you. It's true. This is the Pause Tarot. King of Pentacles in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles. If I am working towards stability, if I want to have a nice sense of home, right? And I think that you might be someone I could build a home with. And I put in this energy and this time and this effort, and I, daydream about it. And then I find out that's not at all in your little, plan for life. Makes you question whether or not you invested in something you shouldn't have. So this is seeing somebody for who they really are instead of who you wanted them to be. Five of Wands in the reverse. You didn't fight for it. You didn't try to make things better. You didn't apologize. You didn't reach out. You know what I mean? It's just, we've got somebody who's going through like a reality check that's a little bit painful, saying, if I really think about how you've acted, if I really think about what you've said, or the things that you've tried to avoid doing, like you didn't want to make things right with me, then I have to ask myself, why would I want that energy long term? Why would I want to build something with somebody that wouldn't want to make things right or, get over a fight? If anything, the more you think about it, the more you realize, even if I love this person, even if they made this great offer, it's hard for me to see how a long-term relationship would be healthy because the behaviors you demonstrated were toxic. And I would probably at some point feel trapped. or unhappy. Because if you don't know how to treat me, or if you don't know how to appreciate a healthy relationship, then there's going to be arguments and frustrations, and you might just, walk away. Hello there, Fred. How are you doing? Yeah, no times for players. It's not worth it. 9 of Pentacles and the upright. 10 of Cups. So if I'm honest with myself, I realize that I don't need you to build a beautiful life. I could be very happy with, maybe you've got kids, maybe you've got pets, maybe you've got really nice neighbors. I've got a way to be quite happy on my own, or I can focus on myself and another opportunity for the 10 of Cups will come my way. We have positivity and a sense of acceptance and hope for something else to happen, hitting this person who previously felt like the only way to really make things the way they wanted them to be is if they were in a relationship with this person. Now it's okay, it doesn't have to be this person. 7 of Cups and the Emperor. So you're stepping into Emperor energy, which is basically saying, I'm in control of my own destiny. I don't need to give you all of this power where you decide whether or not I'm happy. I decide I'm going to be happy. And there's all of these things out here that I could do, or all of these people I could interact with, or, be friends with, or pursuits I could follow. There's things I can do. I'm going to do that. Because some of the happiest times you may have in your life are the times where you don't have to be constantly wondering, are you happy? Did I do the right thing? Is that what you want? And planning for other people. When you have that ability to make plans for your life based on what you exclusively want, it is extremely liberating. Now, should that be your entire life? Probably not. But it's important to have those periods of your life where you're able to pursue exactly what you want. Oh, I like that. 7 of Wands in the reverse and the Lovers. So maybe what I'll do is take a little bit of a risk. Maybe I'll be a little bit wild, or, put myself back out there. This Lovers card can be about a soulmate, but it can also be about a major decision. This is saying, if you haven't fought for this love, if you haven't been interested in making things right, then I could choose just as well as you can that this isn't really the right thing for me. All right. Ooh, I think I'll drop that if I do that. This is the Gold Foil Tarot. Let's see what else we've got. Decisions. 7 of Swords and the Moon with the King of Wands. So this independent energy, willingness to follow your intuition or have some, acceptance in terms of how things have gone, is causing a reaction in the person you're dealing with or the person who walked away, and they're trying to hide how they feel about it. Nine of Cups, 4 of Swords in the reverse, 4 of Cups in the reverse. And it dawns on this person, I've been selfish. I've only been thinking about what I want. I've only been thinking about what would make me happy, where I want to live. I haven't been willing to really build a daydream with somebody. And they know that this is true about themselves because they are realizing they're upset that this love interest of theirs has decided to focus on themselves. Now that you're not showing me attention, now that you're not chasing me, now that you're not wondering when I'm going to come back, now that you're, open to other possibilities, I am starting to get frustrated with how I handled the situation. Why didn't I try to make things right? Why did I make you feel rejected? 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the 10 of Wands. So there's something they're working on. I think it's their own stability, right? Maybe they're working on a job that is new. Maybe they have a project at their house, but it's been something they've been leveraging as a focus or a distraction because they didn't really want to think too much about this situation. They're upset, though, that you're moving on. Some of you may even have had this person tell you, why don't you just get over me? Or you shouldn't be interested in me anyways. And now they're like, wait, what? No, you weren't supposed to do that. I like that you were obsessed with me, or I like that you were always wondering what I was up to. I like that you wanted to, think about how things were going to go. I just wasn't doing that. All right. So it's the good old fashioned, I wasn't playing with that toy when you picked it up, but now I want it because you have it. How thrilling. Don't know what you got till it's gone. This is the cats rule the earth because they do. I don't know, man. Mind reading would get old, I think. 10 of Swords in the reverse. 4 of Wands. But our 9 of Pentacles, the love interest of the King of Wands, has stars in their eyes for this new path ahead of them. It's letting go of this King of Wands that has kind of elucidated for them a different life or a different possibility. And I see this as a kind of healing or recovery that makes them feel more confident or happy about, who they are, what they've been through, what they think their future prospects are. There's an appreciation for the new things that they could do, the new path that they could have. Temperance in the reverse. 6 of Swords in the reverse. But this acceptance of things not working out with the King of Wands is being felt by the King of Wands on their end. Like energetically, they feel things are off. They may be pacing. They may be anxious. They may be struggling to sleep. They may be messing up presentations at work. They may be dealing with financial issues, but mostly they feel ignored. They feel like you're not really interested in trying to find a way to communicate with them again or see them again. And it's making for quite the difference in your two energies. It may be like a total flip-flop, right? Originally, one person was real focused. This King of Wands was real focused on independence, and this is what I want for my life, and I really don't have room for you, sorry. And the other, the 9 of Pentacles was like, oh, please, can't we just like be together? And now they're in this 9 of Pentacles energy, which is very independent, making the originally independent person, if you're still following me, the King of Wands, feel like they shouldn't have been so independent because maybe now I do want that life that you were trying to plan with me, and now I'm worried you don't want it. So it could be a little frustrating, right? On both sides. Wanting the same thing, but at different times. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. 9 of Swords. There's that sleeplessness or anxiety. because they fear they're not going to have another chance, or they're not going to be able to change their mind. They're not going to hear from you again. I may have convinced myself that you were always going to come back. You were always going to be interested in knowing what I was up to, or whether or not I was single, or whether or not I could, go on a trip with you. But now I'm starting to think that you could just like forget me. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. So another number 7 could be important for you. Could be about divine timing. Some of you are approaching a deadline you did not set. And that is when you let go of this person, or that is when they needed to reach out to you by, or pursue you, or make things right, apologize, something along those lines. But the Seven of Pentacles energy keeps coming up because we have somebody that's like, hey, I put in a lot of energy, or I tried to make things work. I showed you how I felt. If you don't have the energy to like return that, then, I would be kind of silly to just sit here waiting. It'd be like a sim character with like no orders. That's my imitation. Four of Swords, healing. King of Cups, from emotional connections. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and deciding, I understand why that happened, but I don't have to like stay in that mindset. I appreciate now that it didn't work out for a reason. Happy New Year, Wendy. How are you doing? Two of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I love that card. The Knight of Pentacles isn't like historically one of my favorite cards, but it obviously looks like he's like prancing or something, right? And I love it. It may have taken me a little while. I may not have been the fastest in my recovery, or I may not have, blinked and gotten over this person. But now I am starting to see the sparkle and the allure of something new, or someone new entering my life. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. What else do we have? Deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So someone is acknowledging this King of Wands has been deceptive. They have not been willing to be open and honest with me, or genuine with me. And therefore, I have to stop trying to make this work. I have to redirect my energy and let, people know, or the universe know, I'm open to something different. Rachel, how's your day going? Hello, Voyager. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual growth. I feel in particular it's your spiritual growth. Worth waiting for, make the effort, and let go of control issues. Again, this is about acceptance. If it didn't work out with you, maybe there's a reason. Maybe it didn't work out with you because you weren't putting in that time that you should have, or you weren't moving forward with the intentions that I was. But there's somebody here who is going to make that effort, and they're going to be, I think, a pretty stark contrast to the person that you had been dealing with previously. So don't give up the fight. All right, this is the situations deck. Let's see if we can find the commitment card or the unconditional love card. That would be nice. Oh, that's awesome, Rachel. I'm pretty good. Hello, Bobby. How are you doing? Settlement, agreement, compromise. There's that love card. So you're going to get that love. Just because this other person, this King of Wands, wasn't ready or wasn't emotionally available doesn't mean you get denied. It just requires you to accept that didn't work out. That's, not going to be my path, but there are other paths out here. And when you realize or agree that that's, maybe the way it should have been, then this certain or genuine love comes in for you. So we have meeting, 2 or more persons, discussions, and planning, and ascension. This reeks of, okay, as soon as you know that you are strong enough to walk away from this person from your past, as soon as you know that actually probably was the right way for that to go, then you basically send out this beacon or this invitation for this new love. But our King of Wands, oh my gosh, this message just keeps beating me over the head, you guys. It's the Twin Flames card again. You're killing me. I think our King of Wands is in a twin flame dynamic with the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles deciding to move forward and pursue other love interests is making this King of Wands feel threatened because they felt, well, hey, if you're like the one, if you're the only person that I've connected to like that, or if I know that you're obsessed with me, then why are you interested in somebody else? They're realizing they may not have, a right to claim you. Yep. So we've got the lesson learned card, done and sold. So this timeline could be tied to somebody moving, or you could have already moved. And then after you get settled in, you meet somebody new. But they know that your life is changing and it's putting you in the place that you need to be in order to meet this unconditional love. Let's get a few from the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? I hope you all are getting tired of my twin flame spiel, but the twin flame journey is about you working on yourself, becoming your best self, perhaps inspired by the love that you have for someone else, but at the end of it, it's about you having enough love and respect for yourself to want to do that, right? To want to heal. Number 36, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Second chakra is the third eye chakra, which is tied to self-reflection. And then we've got the Angel of Balance. So a lot of protective energy coming through and an appreciation that you can't be everything for somebody. You need somebody that is going to look at life as, I don't know, maybe a video game and you guys are on the same team. There needs to be balance. And it was difficult to find that balance with this person from your past. But if you've done the work, if you've been willing to heal, if you've been willing to ascend, and it sure looks like you have, then there is still abundance or happiness coming your way. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Number 41, the Nest. Charity, generosity, sharing, and support. And number 40, the Stand. Courage, determination, and fearlessness. I want to be in a connection where I feel like my love and, desire to be supportive of that person is returned. I want to feel like I can trust that person is essentially what we've got. If I cannot trust you, and that's kind of where I'm at, then how could I have a healthy relationship with you? I need to accept that there is a different ending out there for me. There's a different path for me. So they're braving the unknown. Courage. I'll, see what else the universe has got. I don't know why, but for like 2 days, you guys. Well, I mean, I saw the clip, so that's part of it, but I don't know why it's like, it keeps going through my brain. I keep seeing when Mariah Carey says, I'll do the best with what I got. And I feel like that applies here. This person is like, I know it's a little bit difficult. I know that maybe I still have feelings for this person, but if I'm honest with myself, I know that they've been not honest with me. Or if I'm honest with myself, I know I deserve somebody that's more respectful of my time, that kind of thing. Heart is the new balls. Yes. Do you have a heart? Do you have the ability to care about other people? Do you have depth, my friends? Own your awesome and stay humble AF. This is a difficult line to walk, but I am confident that you can find it. This could be the day that you stop doing that self-destructive thing you do. So you want to be a badass? Show everyone your heart. That seems like it's more so to the King of Wands. Perhaps the last one as well, although it could be both, right? Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. As someone who watched a lot of Jackass, I can agree with that. We've got sometimes crushing it means asking for help. In order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. I really do love this one because it can be easy to be overly critical of ourselves or extra angry at other people for things that are difficult. But if you think about why you are who you are or how you learned to be compassionate towards others, a lot of it can be traced back to the fact that you've gone through difficult times. And if you think about how that feels and apply it to other people, that's where the compassion comes in, right? This is the Tattoo Tarot. I agree. 8 of Pentacles. Temperance. Sun in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse. Oh, so you want to forget about me and go find some new love. You want to, be happy without me. No. I don't think the twin flame, the King of Wands, is very receptive to your accepting that things might not work out. Like, what do you mean? You've always wanted me. You don't like it. And it may result in their coming forward. We've got the Hierophant. Two of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords. This is so exhausting. This person may show up after you've already started to fall for someone else. This person may show up after you've already gotten into a relationship with somebody. Or if your twin flame is somebody who is married, they may tell you that they finally ended that relationship just as you've decided to move on. Guess what? They want you to change your mind. So you change your mind and it changes the direction. Now they're the one who chases. High Priestess. Empress in the reverse. I think you see this as manipulative and it doesn't work. You had how many days, how many months, how many years, how much time did you have to communicate your intentions or to say, yes, I would love to build a life with you. Yes, I would love to listen to your silly jokes day in, day out. Yes, I would love to see that silly grin on your face every night. But you didn't. So we have this resistance. Thanks for coming through, but you took too long. Now I just feel like you're being rude, you know? Like, you know, I've moved on. Why would you wait till then? You know? Seven of Swords. So I think you see this person's attempt as deceitful, a continuation of deceitful behavior. And you know that they're trying to do another one of these world in the reverse situations where, okay, then, you know, I'll just walk away or ghost you or say something and then, you know, not respond anymore. They're going to try to do something to get you to feel like you have to reach back out to them. Maybe even leave something at your house. Good old stand-in. This is like a little immature, to be honest. You think you can let me go, but I'm going to test that. I'm going to see if you are actually over me. But it's going to backfire. It's not going to go well for them because this person has underestimated the perhaps loyalty or the willingness to defend their newfound life or their newfound independence. I'm not going to let you just like manipulate me that easily. I'm dating someone else, or I'm interested in someone else, or I've let go of that, you know? So a little bit of anger, a little bit of petty energy from the King of Wands. This is the Truth Is. Good for you, Deborah. How are you doing today? Distance, physical or emotional distance is hurting this connection. Children are involved or soon will be. So this person could get upset because they realize that you wanted to build a family with them and now you're planning on building that family with someone else. The past is causing blocks in the present. So this is the past coming back because they're upset that you are pursuing a new love, but it's coming across as too little too late. Yeah. Because this person, again, they're still thinking about themselves. They're not really, I don't feel like they've learned their lesson. And you already have this picture. Okay, well, I've accepted that you didn't want to build a life with me. So I've started building this future vision for myself that includes somebody else. I mean, didn't you tell me you weren't interested? Didn't you walk away? Didn't you reject me? You know? This is the Gypsy Oracle. Is that hello? I think it says Julia. I'm worried that's a D. No, it's a Julia. How are you? Oh, thank you, Rachel. Hello, Glenda. How's your day going? Room in the reverse. I want to say I don't have room for you in my life anymore. I held a space for you in my life. I daydreamed about what we could build. I, wanted to have that family life with you, but you weren't interested. So I am building that with someone else, and I'm not upset about it. Things are going well for someone. Hello, Miss Princess. How are you doing? I told you. I think we have somebody that has already picked out the partner they want to build their life with. If you are not looking to have children, this could be this person's already stepped into the role of being a step parent and they are good at it. Or this could be this is someone who wants the same kind of next chapter in their life. They want to go live on a cruise for a year, and that's what I want to do. I have plans with someone else. But this King of Wands is overly confident. One would even perhaps call them cocky. And we've got Old Woman in the reverse, and they're still acting immature. This person still feels like they can steal you back, or still feels like at the end of the day, you would choose them over anybody else, no matter what. And I think they're about to learn that they're not right about that. What else do we have? We have the Despair card, which don't really like because it's self-destructive, but they are upset when they realize they don't have the pull that they used to. There is an acceptance on your part that life has changed and that there is somebody else that you are building your life with. I would compare it to Legends of the Fall, but I feel like, what was her name? The chick with the beautiful hair. I think the actress is Julia Ormond. She still wanted to be with Brad Pitt's character. I don't know if that's true here. Like, she regretted her choice. You know what I mean? But I see somebody focused on the happiness they can have with this other life. So we've got the Sun, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Swords in the reverse. I don't think you understand how much you hurt me when you were very nonchalant about whether or not you wanted to have a life with me. Or I don't know if you really appreciate how much time you just left things hanging and you didn't really care. Or, you said that thing and it broke my heart. Why would I let you come back in and poo in the punch bowl? Hello, Elise. How are you doing? Why would I want to sign back up for more of that when I don't really have any evidence that you would treat me any differently? I'm happy right now. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And I accept that things didn't work out with us. I do think they have a sense that they will love this person, but they are not in love with this person. So I don't think they miss the King of Wands like they used to, or they don't miss the King of Wands like the King of Wands misses them. And this is going to be a pretty big hit to that King of Wands ego, because this is someone who's pretty used to getting what they want, or being sought after, perhaps. So this is an important day for the Nine of Pentacles to be able to say, you know, I've chosen my path. I did walk away, but you walked away first. But it's a more difficult day for the King of Wands because they still have some healing they need to work on. So we have the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, Justice in the reverse. So they're going to have to accept that this Nine of Pentacles has found their happiness elsewhere because the King of Wands was not willing to pursue it at an earlier time. They were not willing to communicate about it, or they were not willing to be emotionally available. They're going to see it as a betrayal without necessarily wanting to be honest with themselves that they left it open. They left it confusing, right? They didn't state what they wanted, or even, you know, may have said, I don't want that. So this Justice in the reverse card is kind of feeling like a little bit of an exaggeration on someone's part because they don't necessarily want to hold themselves accountable for how things turned out. All right, this is the Hidden Truth version 2. What else do we have? I am not over you. I want you so badly. This is our King of Wands energy. I know you thought I was over you because I wasn't talking to you, but I'm not over you. I want you back. And I do love you. They may not have ever told you that they do love you. They may feel, if I tell you now that I love you, will you come back to me? But I think our Nine of Pentacles energies already learned the King of Wands and I have different values. You want a different life. You want this and I want that. So I don't even see how things would work out. I've accepted that they didn't for a reason. Uh-oh. Oh. I found it. Yeah, I want to make amends. The problem is they choose a time where it doesn't really make sense for this Nine of Pentacles to make amends anymore because they've already hitched their wagon elsewhere. I can't get enough of you. This person may stalk your social media. I said that before it came out, you guys. Or before I saw it, rather. Yeah, they're definitely struggling with letting go of you after you had struggled to let go of them. And for some of you, there may be a temptation to go with this King of Wands, but I feel like for the majority of you, you're going to say, like, I already made plans. I'm all in elsewhere because you left it hanging. All right. I love you all. Send you a big hug. I hope you have a good day. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.